when do you start thinking about this being your final week of college football? Is it before or after the game that you want to recollect on everything?
For me, it's like it hasn't really come like as a being a fact in my mind yet. There's so much going on every day, preparing and other things. I really don't think it's gonna hit me until like after the game. Dang, that could have been my last football game and stuff like that. I think right now we're still really focused on just treating like any other week. So I think I probably won't realize it until maybe right before the game when I'm doing the senior day stuff or right after.
For me personally, I think I know my clock's ticking. So I've been paying attention and just trying to make the most of every moment. I mean, I know it's my last game. I've been reflecting a little bit already, but just focusing, like you said, on finishing out and finishing strong. And then the rest will hit me afterwards. I'm not really too concerned with it. Yeah, I just know it's one of those things you can't control. So I don't even know how I'm going to feel. I may be emotional. I may not be. I may just be happy. I may cry. I may not cry. So I don't know. Just finish this out and then look forward to possibly having another opportunity to suit up.
Daquan, you've been a several-year captain. What has that meant to you that, no matter different coaching staffs, obviously different player sets, but you're a guy that's been looked as a leader, for a long time?
It's just been an honor, man. Having a lot of the times it's the players on the team who get the vote, especially when a new staff comes in, and I think the staff is approved of it anyways. But it's just been an honor being able to, lead these guys and have guys look up to me and have influence, and just to take on every challenge that we've had and be an example for guys on, how to handle it and how to handle adversity and just stand tall and believe in whatever you commit to, believe in staying committed to that. So I hope that guys have learned from me over the years. Like you said, I've been a captain for a long time, so maybe when I leave out of here, I've inspired some other guys to step up and be a leader.
We've talked a little about this before, but why was it important for you to stay, with this program and through this team?
Just because, like I said, I made a commitment to this program and to the team, and I never really signed to a coach. I appreciate the coaches who signed me and recruited me, and every coaching staff has been great with me personally. So it's just one of those things where I got to look at the commitment I made to my brothers and the guys in that locker room, and I just probably couldn't look at myself the same way if I bailed out on them, especially in the middle of a season or something like that. So I just every time that opportunity comes around, I look at the guys and I realize this is where I want to be. Guys like Cam Carter that I came in with, it's kind of hard to walk out on a guy like that who's counting on me, and a lot of other guys in the room are counting on us. So it hasn't really been a hard decision to stay here. I'm glad that I did.
You seniors talk amongst yourselves about the journeys that you've had, because you look at Greg, 2 schools, 1 head coach, 1 school for you, 3 head coaches. You've all had different paths to get here.
Yeah.
Have you guys talked about just what your journeys have been like and how they've been different?
Yeah, so there's, as Coach Morvell's talked about, there's 3 linemen who were at different schools before this year. So we'll kind of always crack jokes about the differences between our last program and this one and stuff. It's definitely cool to see how we've all, just started different places. Some of us in 2017 and ended up being here, and it's definitely we don't forget that part of our journey, and it's definitely something we talk about. At least I know in the O-line we do.
Yeah. I got the same core guys. We don't really. I just look at it like we all here now, so let's get it done. But I'm glad for the guys who came in and decided to fight with us, and the guys that stayed this year. So I'm proud to be finishing with the team that we're finishing with.
Great for you. What does it just mean? Because I was talking to Jay about this. You're one of the guys that you came here for your last year of eligibility, and like you mentioned, there's guys on both Dante's and the offensive line came here for the last year of eligibility. What does it mean for you when you get honored by this program for spending just the 1 year here and you're finishing out your career?
It's honestly probably going to feel a little weird to me because I did senior day in Nevada last year, and I'm going to do it again this year, and there's going to be part of me that feels like, do I really deserve to be honored in the same I guess, event is like dudes who've been here for 6 years only at this program. But also I think about how we're leaving the line, the senior guys are leaving like a legacy behind and telling guys like what they need to do to get better and like instilling like technique and stuff in them. So, you know, I think it's gonna feel pretty nice to like know, even though the season hasn't gone how I wanted it to, I think it'll be nice for me to like know that like I'm being honored and like I've left like some sort of legacy here for the guys that are following me. And hopefully I'll see it next year when I'm watching the Colorado State games. I mean, I'll be a Colorado State fan probably for life. I mean, I played here, so it's gonna always mean something to me. I'm not just gonna, you know, not have any feelings toward it just because I've been here for 1 year only.
Daquan, you've been here in years past where not the whole entire team stayed around for Thanksgiving week. You noticed a difference just these last couple days of practice, having the entire team here and how that structures practice? No? Okay.
I'm sorry.
What would it mean to y'all to end this season with a win on Friday?
I think it'd mean a lot for the seniors at least. I mean, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to, you know, week in and week out prepare no matter how your season is going. Dudes are bumped and bruised up, especially in the last year or last week of the season. And, you know, just being able to like finish strong and like ending my college career on like a strong note, a win. So that's like the first thing I think about and other seniors think about when we think back on the season. Will mean a lot to the seniors. And also you always want to, you know, end your last season strong, and you want to be able to recollect on the past year, like you ended with a win. There's like things positive to go on and build on. So I think there's a whole bunch of different reasons why, you know, this game does matter for seniors, for the program, for what's going to be in the future, for guys who want to like really establish that they're here and they're getting better and stuff. And I think it'll just be a big overall positive boon for the program and the players all around if we can pull out a win here on Friday.
Because it kind of attribute, do you remember the difference between year one and year two at Nevada and what that could mean between year one here for Jay and year two next year?
Yeah, I do. Year one, Nevada, I redshirted, but I didn't. It doesn't mean I wasn't aware of what's going on and everything. And you know, it's kind of like the same season, sort of. The year one in Nevada, there was a bunch of flashes like all around. Different position groups would do well certain games, certain position groups would do bad the same game, then just flip it around for other ones. And they really didn't come together that much until the final game of the year. I mean, I think we had the same record in Nevada right now going into our final game. It was the Cannon battle, Nevada and UNLV. UNLV was actually fighting for bowl eligibility that game. They were 5-6. If they would have beaten us, they would have won their rivalry game and would have become bowl eligible. But you know, the team really prepared hard that week and won that game, won the Cannon, ended their hopes of bowl eligibility. And I can't overstate how much that win definitely helped have positive emotions and like positive like building going into the next season and everything. And so I think that if we pull out a win here, you know, especially in a good like whole team fashion where everyone is finally working together, like, you know, all 11 guys doing their job consistently, I think it'll be a big step forward to making that leap next year that happened in Nevada. I think 3 wins my first year in Nevada. I think we had 8 wins the next year. So that's a pretty big leap, and I think a win here would help that happen here next year.
Safe to say you can see some similarities and the possibility of the same thing happening here next year?
Yeah, I think the similarities are really different, are really the same. The kind of at Nevada, the roster really, there was a huge turnover when Coach Norvell got there. I mean, there really wasn't much depth. It was kind of the same way here. The same guys had to play no matter how banged up or bruised they were, because that was all we had. And that's kind of like how it has been here. And once there was another year of like the young guys learning and building off what they learned the past year, and then a whole new recruiting class coming in, I think there is a lot of similarities, especially, you know, since it's definitely the same record going into this last game.
Thank you guys.
Yeah.
So we're about to find out.